This is my iPhone 13 mini, and I've been trying to find some cool, interesting cases for it that do support MagSafe as well. So I found the Spigen MagArmor case that has MagSafe support. Now, I generally stay away from the armor cases from Spigen, just mostly because they're a little bit too thick for my liking. I do prefer thinner profile cases, but the armor cases from Spigen are really good, and they just offer a lot of protection that cases, a lot of other cases don't for the price that they do. There are cases that have a lot of protection, but they're usually $60, $70, whereas these are about $15 to $20 depending on the day you buy them pretty much. They kind of fluctuate, but they're very, very affordable. So I'm very interested to try out the Spigen MagArmor case with MagSafe to see what it feels like on the 13 mini. Now I have to say right off the bat, this is a very thick looking case. It does have quite a lot of just this. It looks a little bit bulky right off the bat, and I can feel there is a slight heft to it, but there is MagSafe built in, and this is meant to be a tough case. So it is meant to kind of take on hits and be a little bit more durable. So there are nice air vents and air cushions built into the inside of the case to absorb impact. So I think that should do a good job to make sure that your phone is safe from any other problems. I will say though that the back design, it definitely is a lot more rounded than some of the other cases I've seen even from Spigen. So I think that might even make the phone a little bit more comfortable to hold. It does kind of lose that aesthetic, the squared off aesthetic, but in the name of comfort, I think this might honestly not be too bad, especially since this is a thicker case. Just being a little bit more rounded might make it comfortable in the hand. Of course, there's going to be that MagSafe ring right in there, and pretty much nothing else of interest to talk about on the inside. So let me go ahead, put the phone inside the case and show you guys what it looks like. So as you guys noticed, no real animation for the MagSafe accessory. That's pretty much an Apple only thing so far I've seen. So this is what the phone looks like inside the case. There is, it's not as crazy heavy on the phone as I thought it would be. I can feel the bulk, the thickness, but I really can't feel too much of a difference in bulk. It does feel pretty normal, just case size. The phone has very much so full protection. There's no worries about, I think, issues with the drop protection on this case. So there are cutouts for the speaker and the charging port. The power button is covered, but there is a little bit of that gap cut out for having the raised power button. And then the same can be said for the volume buttons right there. They're mostly covered, but there is a small cutout. And there is your volume rocker, your vibrate switch as well. The cameras are also covered with another layer on top. So there's this little hard plastic enclosure around it, which will help make sure that the phone, the cameras don't sit or rest on the table when you put it down. That should be a really, really good thing. The top is pretty much plain and simple, and even the sides are really plain and simple. They have a very smooth plastic texture. Not the most premium feeling in the world, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't feel extremely premium, but it does feel durable. The back does have this kind of grooved design. It's not something I'm the biggest fan of, just because this tends to end up getting dirt stuck in between it, and then it's really hard to clean. So that is something to keep in mind if you do end up noticing that your cases do kind of get a little bit grimy or dirty over time. Maybe stay away from the ones that have kind of these grooved designs, because it will absolutely happen at some point or the other. But the one benefit is just the design of this case. You can probably wash it off and it'll look just fine. So let me go ahead and try out my MagSafe charger to just see how strong the MagSafe magnet on this is. So it's not bad at all. So it definitely is got grip, and it's not grippy enough though so that you can kind of lift it up with just the MagSafe. I think that if you do kind of give it a jerk or two, it does fall off. So it's not as strong as the phone itself, but it's not weak either. I don't think you're going to be losing accessories or anything. I don't think that if you have a wallet accessory on there that it's going to drop off or anything. It does have a decent amount of grip force there. It's just not as strong as the phone itself, or even honestly a little bit the Apple cases. But overall, it will, like the Spigen, the magnet, the charger will find its way. It'll just lock in itself, and it's not a big deal, to be honest. So I think that this is a pretty decent case if you're looking for a protective option with MagSafe. So protective and MagSafe, this is probably one of the better ones you can buy, especially at the price point it's available at. So if you have any more questions about this case, feel free to ask me down in the comments below. And if you want to check this out or any other cases that I've looked at for the 13 or 13 mini, I'll have them linked all down in the description below. Go check them out over there. Those links really do help the channel grow, guys. So I really appreciate every time you click them. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more iPhone 13 mini content. And be sure to follow me on social media as well. I'll have all the handles right here on the screen. So go check me out over there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.